The only sound was the rain, slamming against the steel barrier. A sheriff's deputy, Marcus, shined his light across the highway, cutting through the fog. What he found was not a minor fender bender. It was a rusted-out pickup truck, crumpled and eerily silent. A single K9 patch lay half-buried in the mud, evidence of the loyal passenger. Inside the cab was the driver, an elderly veteran. Marcus radioed for the lead investigator, his voice tight. "It looks like a crash, but something feels wrong." Investigator Hayes arrived. She had been pushed out of internal affairs for pursuing too many uncomfortable truths, branded as too soft by the cynical old guard. Now, she worked the midnight shift, focused only on facts. She knelt by the veteran's door, ignoring the lead sheriff, Deputy Nolan, who stood smugly under an umbrella. "DUI, Hayes." "Case closed," Nolan called out, his voice sharp with dismissal. Old man fell asleep. "Don't waste the department's time." But Hayes wasn't looking at the veteran's face. She looked at his knuckles, white, gripping the wheel, far from asleep. She let her hand trace the frame of the wheel well. The constant click, click, click of the patrol cruiser's turn signal felt like a countdown clock. Hayes found it then, a clean, precise cut on the truck's main air brake line. Not an accident. Not a tire blowout. This was deliberate. Hayes stood slowly, the cut brake line secured in a clear evidence bag. The rain seemed to stop just for her to speak. "Deputy Nolan." Her voice was quiet, but it stopped everyone. The veteran didn't fall asleep. This was cut. Nolan's smile vanished, replaced by a sudden, frantic tightening around his eyes. He tried to laugh it off, a forced, panic sound. "You're speculating, Hayes. We follow procedure here." Hayes pulled a folded photo from her jacket, an identical cut on a brake line from a wreck ruled an accident last month. The victim? A whistleblower named Grant. Grant exposed corruption in the city council's zoning deals. The veteran in this truck, David Parker, he mentored the police chief 2 decades ago when Parker was head of internal affairs. Hayes didn't accuse Nolan. She simply connected the dots. She held up the veteran's silver ring. DPIA. The system's forgotten conscience was its victim. Nolan reached for his tie, his movements jerky. The arrogance shattered. He stood in the silence, exposed, the truth a weight too heavy for him to carry. No yelling, no dramatic fight, just the quiet collapse of a lie. The sun was rising over Atlanta. Hayes stood in the police headquarters, not in the spotlight, but beside the chief. She watched him sign the new audit protocol, the David Parker Integrity Act, an official acknowledgement that the system was broken, and now it was healing. She left her temporary field badge on the desk. The morning light filled the corridor, a bright, undeniable promise.